You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, after Jalen Hurts' comments about Kevin Patullo and the question asked upon him, all I got to say is Patullo is cooked. I mean, it sounds like it's a wrap. He's going to be out of there. I think most Eagles fans would probably be pretty happy about that. But I'm going to say this. A guy that I really liked, Jalen Hurts. While everybody else was talking trash about him, yada, 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 I was one of the folks that was like, look at all these dual threat quarterbacks, all these running quarterbacks. He's the one that's been to 2 Super Bowls and won one. Not only that, but performed real well in said Super Bowls. But it's clear he's got real deficiencies in his game. And I believe this is his last shot. Whoever they replace as the OC, Jalen Hurts better come up big, or I think they're going to start looking at other options at quarterback. I think some fans would like to see him do it now. Some fans might want to take a look at that guy behind him. And, of course, AJ Brown, will he be gone? You've got that contract situation. I think most people think he ought to be gone. At least I've seen Eagles fans crushing him. All right. I mean, we'll see. No doubt about it. He was certainly in the wrong the other day, and I said I like Nick Sirianni today more than I liked him the other day. And people have wondered, is Sirianni on the hot seat? I don't believe it. I don't think he's going anywhere. But if they pull the same result they just had next year, yeah, I think he's toast. I think he could very well be toast. Could he have been toast if they actually had gotten blown out? Maybe. I don't know. A lot of it's got to do with how ugly is the loss. Now, one could argue, look, they were playing my 49ers. I said yesterday in a reaction video, they're held together by baling wire and duct tape, MacGyver style. And the Niners still beat you in Philly. It's a bad loss regardless. So, right here, I'm sure this is Florio. Yeah, it is. For starters, Sirianni has signed an extension before the 2025 season. While he declined to discuss terms, he surely's owed many more millions over the next 3, 4, or maybe even 5 years. Also, Sirianni won a Super Bowl, and he's taken the team to another. He's been to the playoffs in each of his 5 seasons. He's 59-26 in the regular season, a winning percentage of nearly 70. So, and we know he's been through some offensive coordinators, Kellen Moore being one, but Moore, of course, got the head coaching gig with the Saints. The issues with the Eagles' offense were chronic in 2025. Everyone knew there was an issue. It never got fixed, and while Sirianni has responsibility for that, it doesn't seem to be the kind of fatal error that would be merit making a change. All right, so everybody thinks Patullo's off or out, and here's Jalen Hurts.
Opportunity to have that with Kevin Patullo. Do you want him to come back as the offensive coordinator?
It's too soon to think about that. And like I said, I put my trust in Howie, Nick, and Mr. Lurie.
What about AJ Brown? Would you like AJ?
AJ and I have talked. We're in a great place.
Last one.
Maybe y'all can talk to him and ask.
Okay, number one, he said him and AJ are in a great place. But when asked about Patullo, quote, it's too soon to think about that. I put my trust in Howie, Nick, and Mr. Lurie. Let's just come over here and look, folks. And if I'm going to do this same exercise with guys like Lamar Jackson, I got to be fair. I got to bring this up, and I got to do the same exercise with Jalen. Look, 57%. 48%, 52.5%, 55%, 50%, 57%, even 60.5%. In today's National Football League, those are unacceptable completion percentages. Period. They're unacceptable. And there's too many of them. There's too many. It'd be different if there's 2 of them in a season. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 performances of 60%, 60.5% or below. That does matter. Why? What do those completion percentages mean? What means you can't make the simple pass to just move the chain. And you've got to be able to matriculate the ball down the field in some way to keep drives actually going. It's fair to start asking questions about Jalen. And I was a huge fan. But the time is here. The time is now. Jason Kelce on Patullo. Quote, I know everybody is out for Kevin Patullo, Kelce said. I know the guy. I love Kevin Patullo. He's a great coach. I know it wasn't the best performance this year offensively. They had the number 1 highest paid offense in the league and were mediocre across the board. Yikes. That's unacceptable. They had their chances to win the game Sunday, and the players didn't make plays. Quote, there's no reason for that, and I'm trying. What Robert Saleh did with that defense is commendable. What they've done to get here is absolutely a testament to the organization and how well they're built and they function across the board. Kyle Shanahan went to trickeration, finding a way to get things open and everything like that. You tip your cap to them, but Philly had their opportunities. No doubt, the players did not make plays. So what is that left with, guys? Here's your problem. A lot of people automatically, as soon as Mike McDaniel got on the market, everybody was like, oh, Philly's got to go get him. Mike McDaniel's probably going to be a head coach. Like, I think there's a real shot he gets that Browns job. A real shot. He could get that Titans job. He could get that Cardinals job. I think one of these lesser profile jobs Mike McDaniel may end up getting. And if he doesn't get one of those jobs, I mean, everybody should be in on it. I did a video this morning. The Steelers should be in on him. The Lions should be in on him. You know? I mean, across the board. So you got Brian Daboll out there. Well, he's interviewing for a head coaching job. I don't know that he's going to get it. And there's rumors of him going to the Raiders as the OC with Brian Flores. Okay, Brian Daboll. I mean, we know he worked wonders with Josh Allen. So I get it. I can understand. Todd Monken, Ravens OC. You saw how that just went. You saw how that just went with John Harbaugh. Thomas Brown, Patriots pass game coordinator, certainly an option. Certainly. Kevin Stefanski, forget about it. He's a head coach. He's about to be either the Giants, the Falcons, or the Ravens coach. One of those 3 teams is going to hire Kevin Stefanski. Mike Kafka is very interesting. All right, coming from the Giants, having been under Brian Daboll, he just interviewed with the Buccaneers today for their OC job. Very interesting. David Shaw. I love David Shaw. As far as I'm concerned, he's a head coach in the league. I don't know that system would fit great because I think he wants to be more of a ground and pound hardball kind of, and I'm talking about Jim, kind of offense. Him and Harbaugh were at Stanford together. Again, I think David Shaw's a head coach. Nobody interviews him. Drives me nuts. And then a way out of the box name, Charlie Weiss Jr., LSU OC. And we just saw what he did with Ole Miss. I love that, frankly. I saw Chip Kelly's name. Nah, don't love Chip Kelly under any circumstances. But as I was watching Charlie Weiss Jr. during the playoffs and during this year, I kept thinking to myself, that's a guy that's potentially a future NFL head coach. And certainly a future NFL hot coordinator, offensive mind guru guy. Charlie Weiss Jr., Trinidad Chambliss, anybody see what he did with him? That's an interesting name. But, I mean, Lane's LSU and Lane's paying him a ton at LSU. So I don't know that you're going to get him out of there. I would got to think you would have to. He's going to want to be there a year, I would guess, because certainly he's going to be on a list immediate. If they win 10 games at LSU, he's a head coach in college football next year. That quick. And then you got a guy like Tommy Rees I wouldn't touch with a 20-foot pole. But something's got to change with the Eagles, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But I would say this is Jalen Hurts' last chance. Again, as somebody that liked the guy a lot. But there's clear deficiencies. And I heard the other day there's issues with him he only wants to run a lot of sets. He doesn't like a lot of motion. He doesn't want to be under center. Well, sorry. In this day and time in the National Football League, you've got to not only do that stuff, you've got to be comfortable with it. I don't want to be under center. You know how limited that makes your play action passing ability? Everything can't be in the shotgun and in the pistol. They figure that out. They have figured that out. They have figured that out. Interesting comments, though. You can tell from Jalen's perspective, Kevin Patullo's toast. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.